All right. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise and glory unto
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushua,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Kakwadash,
Rakakwadash.
and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great example to his younger brothers, and peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth. And in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, with GMS Mississippi kept. I'm the brother of Yashamat. All right, to my left.
About you.
All right, and what we're gonna get into today. All right, we're gonna deal. All right, with Ezekiel 38. All right, and what we have to understand, we're living in that prophecy real time. Okay, and we're pretty much to the point where these nations are about to clash in this war. And Ezekiel, okay, got a prophecy concerning, a major player in this third world war, which is Russia. Okay, also dealing with Turkey and Iran, two other, key figures in this third world war. Okay, but the main, all right, context of the scriptures, okay, is Russia's role in this third world war, which Russia plays a role, all right, but Russia is not any significant. It's just a tool that Yahweh Shema Shai is going to use. So we go through these things and we go through these chapters. Precept must be up on precept if you want to go into. You had something else?
No, bro, this is actually Salakia. Isaiah 28 and verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
For precept must be on precept, precept on precept.
Matter of fact, start buzzing, bro.
All right, this is verse 9. Back into Isaiah 28 and verse 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge?
Yep.
And whom shall he make to understand doctrine?
To understand doctrine. See, doctrine is vital. We come into a time where we want to be ready to die for what we believe in. Okay, this is the worst time ever to be confused. And we're at the point now where there's two major prophecies that have to happen before we get out of here. All right?
Can I back you up?
You got it, bro.
And this is Revelation 20 and 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat on them.
Yep.
And judgment was given unto them.
Yep.
And I saw the spirits of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark on their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Mashiach 1,000 years.
Now, you have Israelites that don't understand what the beast is, don't understand what the Quran is, okay? Don't understand what that 1,000-year period is going into, okay? And they're finna go into the worst time ever. So it said that you had those that died based on the testimony and the word of Yahweh Shai. Well, the only way, okay, you're going to be in that spirit is to be rooted in doctrine, man. And this is why we go over these things, man.
Right.
You got it, bro.
Hey, I'm going back to Isaiah, bro.
Yeah.
So back into Isaiah 28 and verse 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from milk, from the milk, and drawn from the breast.
Yeah, see, when we come into this milk, learning who we are, learning the names of the Heavenly Father, okay? The color of, the Israelites with dark skin, okay? About the covenants and, who salvation is for, okay? A kingdom, we come in and we're groomed up with the milk, okay? And then it get to the point where children leave off milk and they go into what? The heavier foods, the meats.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
And what you have is men trying to go to the meats, okay? But they not spiritually mature enough, man.
Right.
And what they happen, they choke.
Shit.
Okay? You got it, bro.
Yeah, you can't rush the process.
Nah.
Can't rush the process. Verse 10, for precept must be on precept, precept on precept, line on line, line on line, here a little and there a little.
Yeah, and the way that the Bible is written, okay, you have precepts, okay, all throughout the scriptures that paint a picture of certain events. Okay, you go into Jacob's trouble, well, there's different precepts in different books that paint the picture of Jacob's trouble. Okay, you go into Matthew 24th chapter, link it with Daniel, the 12th chapter, okay? Link it with 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. But it's all speaking about one event from different prophets, and what it does, it paints a picture.
Right.
You know, a lot of these, because every prophet had their portion.
Right.
You know, and when you add it together, you can fill in a lot of the blanks, you know, with the movie when you go precept on precept, line upon line.
Yeah. Hey, just think about it. Like the prophets all have a puzzle.
Yep.
And they're putting together, which is what the Bible.
Yep.
So the Bible is the puzzle, and each prophet has a piece of that puzzle. And via the Spirit, once it's unified, then it becomes a complete picture.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's just like now, we in, okay, this room. You got a trailer park right across that window.
Right.
It's a lake right there in the middle. Well, if something happens in that lake, and me and this brother looking out, we don't have our viewpoint from what we see.
That's right.
But somebody over at the trailer park, they're watching the same event.
That's it.
But they seen some things unfold that we didn't see.
Right. Right.
But it's the same event.
Right.
So that's how the visions was given to the prophets.
Right. Hey, since you said that, for example, the crucifixion.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark had his perspective.
Yep.
Luke had his perspective.
Yep.
And Matthew had his perspective.
And John.
And John had his perspective. You know?
Four gospels centered around one character.
One incident, one character. That's it.
So yeah, let's get into Ezekiel, man. You know? Like I said, because it's a build up to where we at now. When you read Ezekiel 38, it's a build up to where we at right now.
Right.
Okay?
That's right.
Because we right in the middle of Ezekiel.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Go ahead.
Yeah, so this is Ezekiel 38, verse 1. And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set your face against God, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him.
Yeah, so God, okay, represents Russia. You know, Magog, the land of God. Okay, but God goes into Russia, and when you go into chief prince, when you go into Russia, which is a Hebrew word, you know, Rushar, Rush goes into chief, and Shar goes into what? Prince. Okay, so even that word Russia is a Hebrew word going into chief prince. Okay,
which means what? A chief, a captain,
a
leader.
Yeah. And Russia is a big dog in their region of the earth. All those nations fall under the banner of Russia. What you gonna get into? You got to book.
All right, so back into Ezekiel 38 and 2. Son of man, set your face against God, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him.
Yeah, prophesy against it. Okay, the Lord is going to use Russia, but the Lord is telling Ezekiel to prophesy against it, because we're going to see the Lord using Russia. Okay, but then it's going to come a point to where the Lord is going to dispose of Russia, man.
That's it.
You see, all these nations are nothing but throwaways, man.
That's it.
Okay, and they all play their part to fulfill the will of Yahweh by Shema Shah, man.
Right.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah.
You know, you got it, bro.
Even in today's time, you see it. Hey, Jake against Jake.
Yeah.
You know, they call it black crime.
Yep.
Black on black crime. So, you know, going to even the major event, a major prophecy regards to WW3, it's going to be within that dynamic. You're going to have Esau against Esau. Right? And Esau also are what, modern day Americans as well as modern day Russians. You know? I'm gonna keep going, bro.
Yeah, keep going.
All right. Now you want to let them know what Meshach and Tubal is, bro? Or you want me to just
you got.
Yeah, so Meshach and Tubal is what? Modern day Turkey. Modern day Turkey.
Yep.
All right. Verse 3. And say, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against you, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
Yeah, because Turkey is under that banner of Russia.
Right.
You know, as if they've joined, okay, military alliances. You know, you go into it. You know, Russia, China, Russia, Turkey, and Iran have done joint military drills, man. Okay, Turkey, you know, is looking to buy arms for Russia. All right, these nations are making these alliances. Turkey, you know, wants to get in the BRICS. Okay, Turkey is aligning itself with Russia, even though it's a NATO member. They favor Russia and its allies, man. Okay, and Russia is a leader to these nations. Okay, that's gonna come against, all right, this beast system. Okay, so you gotta have two opposing forces in the war. Okay, and there's always two main characters in the war, and everyone else is allies, man.
That's right, bro.
Okay, and this World War III is going to be a face-off between Russia and America, man.
Right.
Okay, they've been dancing around each other all over the earth since the Cold War. Okay, all these different proxy wars, the Vietnam War,
Right.
the Korean War. Okay, what did you have? You had Russia supplying. You know, when you had America go to Vietnam, it was Russia supplying Vietnam with weapons.
Mm.
Okay, but eventually they finna clash
Yeah.
directly.
Right.
Okay, and that's what's gonna make the earth shake, man.
Right.
You know?
If I can just add, like, if you think about a big fight like Crawford
Yeah,
fought Spence,
Yeah, yeah.
where you had all these smaller fights, they could be considered what as proxy wars, because ultimately all those fights led into that major event,
The headline.
the headliner.
Yep.
You know, back into verse 4, and I will turn you back and put hooks into your jaws, and I will bring you forth.
And that's happening now.
That's right.
Okay, you finish that.
And all your army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
So it said I will put hook in our jaws. Okay, what is that speaking of? Well, you go back, all right, to after the First World War, all right. You had something called the Bolshevik revolt, and what did you have come out of there? You had a dictator named Lenin, who was the dictator of Russia. Followed by him was Stalin, all the way up until you get to Gorbachev, all right. And during that time period, you had the USSR, all right, which goes into the Union, all right, a social Soviet republic, okay, because you go into Soviet, you go into social and republic, those two different styles of government in one country. It was a unified government or state, but they had different forms of government, okay, and they was imperialistic, which means they was a world power, okay. You go into the 60s, Russia was the first one to put a satellite in space. They were the first one to put a man in space in 61. And then you had NASA, okay, come after that. So America and Russia been competing for a while, but Russia fell off in 91 on the Gorbachev, okay? And him and George Bush Sr. was the president of America at the time. But ultimately, USSR was disbanded. Russia went through economic turmoil, and then you had Putin, okay? And Putin was a military man, and you can tell the Lord got a spirit on him to fulfill prophecy. That's right. And it said he come forth with bucklers and shields. Russia has turned into a military manufacturer, man, powerhouse. Okay, because Russia can make 150 tanks a month. Okay, Germany can only make 30 something, 40 something a year. You do the math. You know? Right. So the Lord got the spirit on Russia to come forth, because guess what? They've entered into Ukraine. They're coming forth. There's hooks. That means that the Lord made it, because that's how you tame a wild animal. You put hooks in his jaws and control it to what he wanted to do. Okay, so the Lord got hooks on Russia, and is bringing it forth. Okay, it's in Ukraine, dominating Ukraine. Then it's going to keep coming forth through the rest of these European nations, man. Making its way to what we finna get to, man. You got it, bro.
Back in verse 5.
Yep.
Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Verse 6.
So let's get that article real quick. Right. The one dealing with, because see, the Lord got it set up to where these nations have no choice but to fulfill prophecy, because it's in their best interest. Okay, well, you have to understand the relationship with Russia and Iran. Okay, they not just drinking buddies. You know, nah, man. Russia's economy depends a lot on Iran's oil. Okay, and Iran depends on Russia's weaponry, man, to protect itself from them small hats, man. Okay, so they have a what they call it, alliance of convenience. Okay, and Russia is not going to let them small hats, okay, dominate Iran. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, you got a box.
A box.
Yeah, that's not sure.
What type you got?
Yeah, I got a cord.
Yeah, I got a box.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, back in this article, and it comes from larfairmedia.org. The Persian-Russian connection. And it reads, it was posted on Thursday, October 26, 2023. And it reads, Tehran's ties to Russia are growing, making Iran a stronger force in the region and increasing the danger it poses to the U.S. and its allies.
Oh, you got that. Really cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get it.
Okay, can I read the article? You go,
Okay.
Grant.
All right.
Yep.
Water.
Yeah, I got you. That's all good. All right, so let's get into this article. Show you, all right, the relationship between, all right, Gog and Persia, okay, which today is Russia and Iran. It says Tehran's ties to Russia are growing, making Iran a stronger force in the region and increasing the danger it possesses to the United States and its allies. All right? It says the latest Gaza war is more than just another bloody round in the endless conflict between Israel and Hamas. The fight is a product of a shifting Middle East where now alliances are transforming the politics of the region. Although the Biden administration and other allies of Israel have been promoting Israeli-Saudi normalization as one such alliance, a counterforce is already in the works, all right, it said deepening ties between Iran and Russia. So the Lord has this thing playing out. All right, you're going to have Russia and its allies versus America and its allies. All right, America and these small hats and their allies. Okay, this is what's happening in real time. This prophecy is happening now. Okay, because everything going back to Esdras. All right, because Esdras is seeing the same event. Okay, when you go to let's get this in Second Esdras 15. Okay, the spirit was already on it. Second Esdras 15 and 28. It said, "Behold, in horrible vision, okay, in the appearance thereof from the east." Okay, because all these nations are coming from the east. Iran has to come from the east to get to the land of Israel. Russia has to come from the east. China, these nations have to come from the east. Okay, even Saudi Arabia is to the east. You know, the southeast of their land. You know, so Esdras is seeing, all right, the same vision that Ezekiel is seeing. Okay, he's just gonna put emphasis on Iran. This is Second Esdras 15 and 29. It says, "Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, which are, all right, Ishmael." Okay, and it says what they call Arabs. You know, and isn't this latest conflict that we're seeing stirring up all these Arab countries, man? Okay, what we're seeing what these small hats doing in Gaza, what is it doing? It's uniting, okay, all these Arab countries, man. Okay, and it's going to constantly escalate and intensify, man. You know, until these things be fulfilled. And it says, "And the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth, that they which hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Carmanians raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars." And those Carmanians, all right, are the Persians or Iran. Now, what's going to play a part of them having wrath? Because they're being supplied by Russia. Okay, Russia's giving them fighter jets. Iran has hypersonic missiles. Iran has missile defense systems. Okay, all these in part due to Russia being a guard to them, which we're going to read. And it says, It says, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians, man. Okay? So Iran, all right, even when you go into Iran has the strongest ballistic missile program in their region. Okay? So what we're seeing what Ezekiel is seeing is everything that we report on when we go into these articles, man. Let me see. Okay. I got the right here. Let me see. I think there's one more. You can read that. Yep.
You want that paragraph?
Yeah, Moscow. Yep.
All right. Moscow's interest in Tehran is a bit harder to explain.
Yep.
It starts with a range of common interests
Yep.
that are generally anti-U.S., opposed to democratic values, and wary of Sunni Muslim fundamentalism.
Yeah, go ahead.
Indeed, the modern Iran-Russia relationship initially grew from cooperation between their respective intelligence services, looking to keep an eye on various Sunni fundamentalist groups that emerged in the Caucasus and Central Asia.
And that's those CIA, okay, formed terrorist group that America forms in those regions, man, to keep their region destabilized, keep them governments in an uproar.
That's right.
While they extrapolate resources, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they went to Iraq, all right, for the oil. They went to Afghanistan for the gold. Okay, and they tried in Syria. Okay, but then Iran and Russia collaborated, and they didn't let America have their way in Syria, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
Various Sunni fundamentalist groups that emerged in the Caucasus and Central Asia after the collapse of the USSR.
Yep, after the collapse of the USSR. But now, this is those hooks being brought back into them.
That's right.
And Russia is taking a more imperialistic stance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, we go back to Ezekiel.
I got you.
So, this is happening in real time. Okay? This is Persia. Okay? And then God making that alliance. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. What scripture?
Start at 7. Yep.
All right, verse 7. Be you prepared.
No, I think, yeah, 6. Yeah.
Verse 6.
Yep.
Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah,
Yep.
of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with you.
Yeah, so this is Turkey.
That's
all right. And Turkey
right.
plays a major part
That's right.
in this war strategically because it has one of the strongest militaries in NATO, all right, that's going to defect, all right, to Russia, man. Okay? There's a lot of those air bases that, America uses, okay, to carry out, different strikes in their region. Well, they're not going to have access to that in the near future, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
So the Lord is strategically putting this thing together, man. Oh, yeah. Because Turkey, okay, as of late, they're even talking about getting involved with this situation with Hezbollah because, even now as we speak, they got this attack and they blame it on Hezbollah, so-called killed, some children at a soccer field, in northern Israel, and northern Israel vows to respond. And you have Turkey talking about getting involved if they get into a full-blown war with Hezbollah. Iran said they gonna get involved. So if Iran get involved, who getting involved? Russia.
That's right.
Russia getting involved, America.
Right.
America getting involved, China.
That's right.
The least of the flock is gonna draw this alliance out.
That's right.
Okay, you got
That's
it.
Right. That's right. Back into verse 6. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah, of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a major alliance. Man.
That's right, bro.
Iran, Russia, China, just them four alone. That's a major alliance. It's a powerhouse, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the West, they've been so reliant on America, okay? But America is not in a position to hold up to all these people, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 7. Be you prepared.
Yep.
And prepare for yourself, you and all your company that are assembled unto you, and be you a guard unto them.
Yeah, so Ezekiel is seeing these nations assemble under Russia.
Right.
Okay? You know where guard?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
All right. Guard, Strong's H4929, pronounced as Mashashmar.
Yeah.
Mashashmar. And it means place of confinement,
Yep.
guard,
Yep.
Guard post,
Yep.
watch, observance.
Yep. See, all these nations are moving from, you know, this Western power structure and getting under the umbrella of Russia, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So let's get what is it, Jeremiah 50 and 9.
Okay.
Show you that Jeremiah seen this.
Right.
Okay, Ezekiel just went in more details with the names, but Jeremiah seen this, man. Okay.
Jeremiah 50 and verse 9.
Yep.
For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations.
An assembly of great nations.
That's right, bro.
Ezekiel was just naming them.
That's right.
Turkey, Persia, Libya, these different African nations.
Mm-hmm.
That's in league with Russia.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
From the north country.
From the north country. All right, you look at Russia, it's from the north hemisphere, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Back into the scripture. From the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From there she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain.
Yeah, so Jeremiah is seeing this conglomerate of nations come together and put themselves in a battle formation.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremiah seen the shields and buckles.
Mm-hmm.
He just called them assembly of nations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's the same prophecy, different prophets speaking about one event. Okay, yeah, some.
Yeah, I'm gonna get something for you.
Okay.
Just going into it.
Yep.
Hindermost seat.
Oh, Joel.
Joel, what's that? Joel. What?
2 and I think 21.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Joel chapter 2 and verse 21.
Yep. Let's see. Might be.
There you go. Verse 20.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, this is Joel chapter 2 and verse 20.
Yep.
But I will remove far off from you the northern army.
So this, the Lord, pretty much he's talking about the deployment of the military, of the American troops.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Which I talked to a guy. I dropped him off at the airport, military man in the army.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him about the war. He said that's all they talk about. He said they on standby for these next 6 months.
I wonder why.
they going to Europe. Okay,
why.
and other regions, man.
That's right.
Okay, but the Lord is going to remove this northern army of North America.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the American troops, they're going to be deployed. All right, to the other side of the earth, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
All right, Joel 2 and verse 20.
Yep.
But I will remove far off from you the northern army.
Yep.
And will drive him into a land barren.
And this is talking about Saudi Arabia.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Because they're going to be in position. Because you look at it, Saudi Arabia is just across, all right, the sea from Iran.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have one of the biggest military, all right, bases over there in Qatar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Esau has a lot of assets over there in Saudi Arabia, man. I talked to another matter of fact, I talked to a weapons manufacturer 2 days ago.
What are you talking about?
He said UAE over there off the coast of Saudi Arabia. He said it's like 60% Edomites. You know, he said Europeans.
Yeah.
You know, but he said them mostly Edomites on that man, because they got a lot of interest over there.
Right.
So you know what Esau does? He protects his
That's
interest,
right.
man.
That's what he does.
So he gonna deploy a lot of them troops over there in Saudi Arabia, man.
That's
They're
it.
laying barren, man.
Right.
You know.
And Joel saw it before it even happened.
Yeah. So Ezekiel is seeing Russia coming with his allies from the east.
Right.
Joel is seeing American troops being deployed.
That's right.
You
That's
see?
right. That's right.
It's the same event.
That's right.
They just speaking on different parts.
Right.
And if they speaking on the same thing, they speaking from a different perspective, man.
That's right. That's right. You know,
Well,
since you said that, this is you know what? Let me just finish it out.
okay.
All right, back into Joel 2 and verse 21, and would drive him into a land barren and desolate, with his face toward the east sea.
Yep, we just the Gulf of Suez. No, I mean the Persian Gulf, like.
Right,
Right.
Euphrates,
Yep,
and the hinder part toward the utmost sea.
yep.
And that's the Red Sea. That's where you
Mhm.
go. And his stink shall come up, and his ill savior shall come up, because he has done great things.
Yep. So those troops, all right, are going to get obliterated over there.
That's right, bro.
All right,
That's right.
because Iran is scrapped down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, with those precision hypersonic missiles, man.
Mm-hmm.
And they've already, America know that Iran can touch all its assets over there, man. That's why America really not trying to get involved in this shit, but they ain't got no choice.
So they telling Israel, come your ass
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
You know?
You know? But Israel got that old dog spirit. Netanyahu.
I don't give a fuck who out there.
Yeah, they don't fuck who out there.
You want to go back to Ezekiel, bro?
Yeah.
All right, so back into Ezekiel chapter 38 and verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
After many days you shall be visited. In the latter years you shall come into the land that is brought back from the sword.
Yeah, so now, like the prophecy is jumping back, because now it goes into how eventually Russia, okay, is going to attack the land of Israel in this third world war.
That's right.
Okay?
Yeah.
And it's going to go into the history of how that land is established. Okay? Because Israel, those small hats, okay, have been in plenty wars, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the 6-Day War, the war, Euro compared. Matter of fact, just look some more up. Let's see. Wars in Israel since 1948. Yep, so you have the 1948 Arab-Israeli War, the 6-Day War, the United Nations Resolution, Yom Kippur War. All right, it had 2 wars with Hezbollah in 2000 and 2006. Okay, so those devils, and that goes back to the blessing of Esau. By thy sword shall I live.
That's it.
You
That's
see?
it. That's it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so back into Ezekiel 38 and verse 8. The land that is brought back from the sword and is gathered out of many people.
Yep.
Right? And so, and what fulfills this prophecy? Luke 21 and 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword,
Yep.
and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles, many people, until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
Yeah, so our land is trodden down with heathens.
That's right.
Now you have Israelites in that
I'm
land.
glad you said that, bro.
Okay. But the who?
Can I say something? And just to back your point up, because we was talking, and if those Israelites that are in that land, if they are the elect, they will be saved.
Yep.
You know, back when you preach.
Yep. So this prophecy, okay, goes into the current events that we're seeing now, and it goes into how that land was established.
Come, bro.
You got it, bro.
Come. Back into Ezekiel 38 and verse 8. And is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Israel,
Go ahead.
which have been always waste, but it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them.
Yeah, and that's what you've seen with these small hats. They just been chilling. You got resorts in Tel Aviv, you know, and they've been winning all those wars because they've been backed up by the West, the beast. You see? Go ahead.
Right? Verse 9. You shall ascend and come like a storm.
Yep.
You shall be like a cloud to cover the land.
Yep.
You and all your bands, meaning armies,
Yep.
and many people with you.
So how is this going to happen? Okay, when we're in our when we're in our kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you mean a nation is going to raise an army against us in our kingdom?
Right.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
impossible, man.
That's right.
It's talking about now.
That's right.
Okay, in
Mm-hmm.
order to raise an army, you got to have resources, you got to have time, you got to have communication. So Russia is going to be doing all this while we're in the kingdom.
Right.
After Yahweh Shah has came and put down all heathen rulership. Okay, and that's why precept got to be upon precept, man. You know, because if you just read the chapter straight through and try to break the chapter down without any more precepts, but try to wing it and explain it, it's gonna conflict with the rest of the narrative of the Bible, man.
Right.
Okay, you got it, bro.
Hey, this is Joel 2:3. A fire. You know what? Shit, I might as well
Yeah.
start this off.
Yeah.
Joel 2:1. Blow you the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh come, for it is near at hand.
Yep.
A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness,
Yep.
as the morning spread on the mountains.
Yep.
So what's going to cause this day of darkness and gloominess? After that mushroom cloud has been formulated due to the contact of nuclear missiles
Yep.
on this demographic, what you're going to see? You're going to see ashes and soot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to block out the sun, moon, and stars.
And Russia is raising a hell of an army as we speak.
That's
man.
right,
That's
bro.
Russia itself, man.
That's right.
You know, and that's why you can read that, then we get that in Revelation.
I got you, bro. So back into Joel 2:2. As the morning spread on the mountains, and now when you know when the morning spreads on the mountains, you can't see nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's thick.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A great people and a strong, just back your point up, priest.
Yep.
A great people and a strong, there has not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it.
Yeah, so these are the missiles.
That's right.
You know?
That's
All
right.
right, so it said the missiles, once they're used in this war, that's why the scripture say what? Spare no arrows.
That's it.
Okay, all these nukes getting shot off. Man.
That's right. And all these superpowers, all their greatest assets are nuclear missiles.
Yep.
So if all these missiles are shot off, then how can a mortal face an immortal?
Yeah.
Back into the scripture.
And it say it should never be like it.
I'm gonna read it again for
Yep.
you, priest. A great people and a strong, like the priest has said,
Yep.
saying, going into these missiles, there has not ever, it's like it, there has not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it.
Yeah.
Even to the years of many generations.
So there's not going to be, their weaponry is not going to exist anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if they didn't overcome Yahweh Shah with nukes, what the hell are they going to use after that, man?
Right.
You know, and then you got, come on, man, you know how much logistics it takes to move a military from one country to another, man?
Right.
From one continent to another?
Right.
Okay, are you goddamn crazy, man?
Right. And so you have to have resources.
Yeah.
So after the impact of WW3,
Yeah.
where are your resources?
Yeah. First off, what you gonna rule and what you gonna rule with? God damn. Are you goddamn crazy, man?
Yeah, man. Sorry, you a stupid.
Tripping,
my nigga.
Yeah, and you guys that follow this man, the Lord gonna kill you, man, for being so goddamn dumb, man. Okay? The Lord wanna kill you. It's to the point where it's certain doctrines where you follow, the Lord wanna kill you, man.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
That's right.
Yeah, bro.
You want one Revelation?
Get the Revelation not Revelation, Isaiah 2:1.
You want Isaiah 2:1. All right.
It don't line. That's why you gotta put precept on precept, because it's certain times when you read something and it's confusion.
Yeah.
Ask.
That's right. That's right.
You know, ask.
That's right.
I asked this brother to this day.
That's
I
right.
shoot him a text, even if I think I know it, I might have to ask and make sure before I teach it. You know? Then the apostles broke the Ezekiel 38 down for you. You see?
Don't they have a GMS archive?
Yeah.
A GMS vault?
Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
But their pride and they want to be the man just cause.
That's it.
You got it, bro.
That's it. Isaiah 2:1.
Yep.
The word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem.
Yep.
And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of Yahweh's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow into it.
So this is after the war.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So how can you add another war into this narrative, man?
That's right.
When you read this narrative, it's going to eliminate the possibility of any type of war, man. Go ahead.
And if I can add, priest, and we can get into that too, you got to understand something. Even within this war, the dynamic of WW3, the Americans and the Russians will be unified.
Yep.
Because once Yahweh Shah comes back from the spiritual realm
Yep.
into the earthly realm, they're going to try to take down him together.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
what are y'all niggas talking about?
Yep.
You know, keep going, my brother.
Yeah, keep going.
All
And
right.
that mount, just the government of
That's
Israel
right.
is going to be established, okay,
Yes,
is their superpower in the earth, man.
That's right.
Just like these nations have to be summoned to these summits
Mm-hmm.
of the beast, okay?
That's right.
Well, these nations are going to be summoned. The leaders of these nations are going to be summoned to the government of Israel, man.
Since you said that, I
You
got
know?
a quick one for you, bro.
Yeah, you got it, bro. Like, see, niggas don't know how kingdoms work, man. Okay? Niggas don't understand. All right? And then you're giving Russia too much credit, but then you're diminishing the power of Yahweh Bashem Shai. You know? You gotta think when those chariots, because Yahweh Shai is coming, all right, when an innumerable number of chariots, man, you don't think they're gonna be destroying all the military infrastructure when they here, man?
Mm-hmm.
You think they coming to watch?
Right.
Those chariots gonna be getting busy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they're gonna be destroying highways and runways and, you know, tanks and all. The angels gonna be running through the militaries of the earth, man. Behind Yahweh Shai. Okay? It ain't gonna be, all right, nothing to fight with.
Right. And that's
Okay.
and that's the point.
You know?
That's the point. All right, I'm gonna go back to Isaiah,
Okay.
second chapter, bro.
Okay.
So back into Isaiah 2 and 2, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of Yahweh's house shall be established in the top of the mountains.
Go ahead.
And shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it.
Go ahead.
Verse 3, and many people shall come to say, come you, and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of the Most High of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem.
So it's saying these nations are gonna be coming, all right, to learn righteousness, man.
That's right.
Okay, they're gonna come and get their marching orders on how they're gonna govern themselves in their land under us, man. Okay, these nations ain't gonna be coming, okay, to pull up for no war, man. Trying to siege us, no, man. And then you saying then you're saying Russia gonna gather other nations? God damn, so who gonna be working?
Right. Right.
Who gonna be working? Nah, man, these nations are gonna be in captivity. They're gonna get broken in. That's why the 1,000-year period is gonna be to break these nations up, man.
I got you, brother.
You got it, bro.
And this is Zechariah 14 and 17.
Yep.
You know what? Let me start at 16, my brother. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is loved of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the King, Yahweh of hosts, and to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
So Zechariah is seeing what Isaiah is seeing.
Right. Right.
Okay? Different prophecies, or a different prophet, same prophecy.
That's
man.
it, bro.
Go ahead.
That's it. Verse 17. And it shall be that whoso will not come up of all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem to worship the King, Yahweh of hosts, even on them shall be no rain.
Yeah, even upon them shall be no rain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which there's a famine.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
so these nations are going to be completely under the scriptures say that what till he may put all his enemies under his feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's it.
so Russia is going to be included in that, man.
That's right. And
But,
after those 1,000 years, break that down, please.
Yeah, Esau going to be done away with.
That's it.
You see?
That's it.
And that's going to be another high holy day. And even these other heathens, they're going to reverence that day.
That's right.
You know?
And Zechariah saying the same thing, like the priest is saying, that Isaiah is actually saying in the 2nd chapter, man.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go a little more.
Yeah, you got it.
And if the family of Egypt go not up and come out, that have no rain, there shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite the heathen that come not up to keep the feast of tabernacles.
So, an Israelite man, do you know how powerful an Israelite man going to be in the kingdom?
Right.
Okay, like Esau got, Harp and CERN, and well, guess what? An Israelite man is going to have those capabilities, man, to control weather. Okay, to summon up demons. Then the Apostle Paul say, "What should we not judge the angels?"
That's right.
That's
That's right. That's right. And so we're going to have the spiritual ability to tell the angels, whether on the right or left, hey, do this, don't do that. Go do this, don't do that.
Plague them.
Yeah, plague them.
Pestilence.
That's right.
Sickness is like, nah,
that's
man.
right.
Like the gods, man.
That's right.
Yahweh Shai is coming to conquer the earth in righteousness, and the men, all right, of Yahweh Shai are going to be joint heirs to maintain their righteousness forever, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ain't no more back and forth with the heathens, man. This is it. Yahweh Shai coming to close this thing out.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, so no.
Now go ahead with you.
Go back to Ezekiel.
All right, back into Ezekiel 38.
Mm-hmm.
And verse 10. Thus saith the Lord power, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into your mind, and you shall think an evil thought.
Yep, and this is what we at now.
That's right, bro.
Okay, because it's gonna come a time. All right, matter of fact, get that article about an incident that happened with Russia. Russia ain't forgot about these things, see, because as it says.
You want the Russia blames?
Yeah.
Real quick. I'll be told too, bro.
Yeah. Because you had the incident happen, when Small has pretty much, put a Russian plane in the crossfires, man. Okay, and got 15 of those Russians killed.
Mm-hmm.
When there was 20.
Yeah, this was actually documented September 2018.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, this is from BBC as a source. Russia blames Israel after military plane shot down off Syria.
Yep.
Right.
So, read their first one. Yep.
All right. This states. I got you. Russia has said Syria shot down one of its military planes, but laid the blame for the deaths of the 15 personnel on board with Israel.
Yeah, the Small hats.
That's it.
You think they forgot about that?
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Read that second part.
States the defense ministry said Israeli jets put these IL-20 plane into the path of Syrian air defense systems on Monday after failing to give Moscow enough warning of a strike on Syrian targets.
Yeah, so to sum it up, all right, you had those Small hats do an airstrike in Syria, but there was a Russian reconnaissance plane, all right, making its round in their region.
Mm-hmm.
So what they did, they caused those missile defense systems to go off, and they pretty much hid behind a Russian plane.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Russia blamed those Small hats for that, man.
Can I read something?
You got it, bro.
Why does Russia accuse Israel of what does Russia accuse Israel of doing?
Yep.
In a statement, Russia said Israel's irresponsible actions were to blame, saying it was given less than a minute's warning ahead of the strikes,
Yep.
which was not enough time to get the military surveillance plane out of the way.
And the minute's warning, shit, them niggas was there.
That's right.
because you supposed to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Like they like you think of war, it ain't barbaric. It's gonna get barbaric when the gloves come off.
Right.
But these nations be in communication,
Right.
before they do particular strikes because
to prevent from going to war.
yeah, to prevent escalation.
Right. Escalation.
You know?
Right.
They like, look, clear them bunkers out.
Mm-hmm.
We finna hit some bases today. So they can prevent escalation, man.
That's right, bro.
Okay? But Israel, the small hats didn't do that with the Russians, man. That was in 2018. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you best believe that they ain't forgot about that, man.
Right.
But everything, these nations playing the long game, man.
That's it.
Was it some more than, yeah, that was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Back to
All right. So back into Ezekiel 38 and 11. And you shall say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages.
Oh, what does that mean?
America.
Oh, that's Israel.
Huh?
You talking about that Iron Dome.
Right. But
That America gonna be too.
Okay.
Yeah, Pastor Hart went into it.
Oh, he went back. Okay, it's a lot.
That America gonna be on wall too.
Right.
But then them small hats, they on wall village.
Okay.
Because you go into that Iron Dome, that last exchange that we seen with Iran and them small hats, because you haven't heard Iran's name come up lately. Because Iran showed that they can be touched.
Okay.
Okay, and you best believe that they're going back, because when it said Russia be a guard to them, he will confide in them. So you best believe that these nations talking like, we can hit this bitch. This bitch vulnerable. Speaking of the land of Israel and also America too, because see, really America and Israel, they like one unit.
Yeah.
Because who's the only nation that's bagging what them small hats are doing?
Right. Right.
And they know, and see, everybody knows that you gotta take both of them out.
Right.
You see?
That's right.
So there's a plot against these small hats in America, man. So
back into Ezekiel 38 and 11, and you shall say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, because they don't have what? A certified missile defense system, man.
No. Because they can't stop Yemen got a drone through there the other day. They got Yemen on the north, Yemen on the south, Hezbollah on the north, Iran and Russia to the east. All right, and you go into the Iron Dome, it only protects so much of their land. Well, they have to move it around according to who they fighting with. So if they fighting with Hezbollah, they gotta shift it to the north. If they
east side, the position where the impact, potential threat.
So here it is. It's like having a blanket that's too small. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and these nations know this.
Oh shit.
You see? Yeah, bro.
Back into Ezekiel 38 and 11. And you shall say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates.
Yeah, so they're pretty much sitting ducks.
That's right.
Okay, and they've been at rest because, they got America backing them. Okay?
And if I could say too, America's defense missile shield, it has never been tested.
Nah.
So America don't know what can or cannot happen.
Yep. And they already know, like, listen to those different analysts like Scott Rill, they know there's no answer for the hypersonic missile.
See?
And then that weapons manufacturer I was talking to, Edomite, he said that they building a new Raytheon, because that's who we work for, Raytheon.
Okay.
So Raytheon pretty much make majority of the missiles, pretty much in the earth, but mainly for America. But like you might have let's say a F-35, which is made by Lockheed Martin, but the missiles on there are gonna be from Raytheon. Everything that we see Ukraine using is mostly from Raytheon, which they building a plant down here in Arkansas. That's where he was going. I was taking to get a rental car.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I'm interviewing his ass. But he said the missiles that they making in Little Rock is just for the Iron Dome.
Wow.
They finna send them to Israel for their Iron Dome, because that's the missiles that they use for their Patriot system. Is the missiles for their Iron Dome. They make them in Arkansas.
Damn.
Then I talked to one military guy, and he was making tanks just for Ukraine. They was making tanks just for Ukraine, but he said Russia killed all them tanks.
Shit.
He just sent them some more. It's a hell of a strategy, man.
It's like, you just working on offense without a defense.
No defense.
No defense. No fucking defense. Hey, so back in the scripture it states, that are now inhabited, and all the people that are gathered. You know what? Let me start back over.
Yeah.
Ezekiel 30:11. And you shall say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates.
Yeah, go ahead.
To take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn your hand on the desolate places that are now inhabited.
And who they inhabited by these small heads.
That's
man.
right.
Now you have our people in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but who's the lords over those lands at this time?
Mm-hmm.
All right, those small heads, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And all the people that are gathered out of the nations.
Yep, and that's not us speaking of us being gathered and put into their land.
Right.
Okay, that's why you have the first Aliyah, the second Aliyah, which we ain't got to get it, so you can look into it. All right, but you had in the late 1800s, going into the early 1900s, you had two Aliyahs where those small hats were trickling into their land.
Mm.
Okay, and then you had in 48 when it was made a state.
That's right.
Okay,
That's right.
and they was paying the Edomites to come in there, man, to inhabit their land. And it was occupied. It was accompanied by 200,000 British troops. Okay, so they started to inhabit them. Small had started to inhabit that place, man. Okay, and then you had all these different nations that started trickling into that place, man.
Right.
Go ahead, because just Pastor Hart said, like, that's how you know, like, really the small hats in America, because the small hats are like an extension of America. It's like an American colony, in the Middle East, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land.
Yeah, so they've been, chilling in the economy.
Right.
They've been getting sent all this money, this aid.
Right.
Okay.
That's right. What is it, like, 80 something million or billion?
Yeah, I think like $6 billion a month.
Right. That's crazy. All right, verse 13. Sheba and Dedan and the merchants of Tarshish. Right. So we all know that Sheba and Dedan represents Ham, but in today's time frame, who is over there right now? Them so-called Arabians, Ishmael, right? And of course, and the merchants of Tarshish, and Tarshish is who? Spain, right? With all the young lions thereof shall say unto you, are you come to take a spoil? Have you gathered your company to take a prey, to carry away silver and gold, to take away cattle and goods, to take a great spoil? Yeah,
so you gotta understand, these nations are plotting against America and these small hats. You see, so Spain going into the EU. Okay, Saudi Arabia. We just read the dragons of Arabia shall come forth, because they're all pretty much when Russia started getting the upper hand, that's when things gonna start to turn. Okay, that's when things are gonna start to turn, and these nations like down. So they finna go for it all.
Right.
I
got it back, bro. You said that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna tell you.
All right. Hey, Obadiah 1 and 2.
Yep.
Behold, I have made you small among the heathen.
Insignificant.
That's right. You are greatly despised.
Greatly despised, because pretty much you see under this old system, and that's why these nations are going to this digital way. Okay. Because under this old way, America is able to weaponize their currency, man.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
They pretty much weaponize the dollar.
Right.
And America has a cheat code to where they can spend so much on military, but these other nations are limited because they don't have the world currency and access like that.
That's right, bro.
Okay? So we're seeing a power shift, man. That's why everybody is joining the BRICS. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna jump down to verse 7
Yep.
in the NLT, bro. All your allies will turn against you.
Yep.
They will help to chase you from your land.
Yeah, so those Saudis are going to turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's right.
those Arabians.
That's
Remember
right.
their wild nature.
That's right.
Getting the upper hand, and those EU nations going to turn. Okay, because at the end of the day, it's their best interest to deal with Russia economically and militarily, man.
Mm-hmm.
And they gonna say the hell with America, man. You know, you gotta go.
Hey, this is Revelation 17 and 15.
Yep.
And he said unto me, the waters which you saw where the whore sits are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues.
Yep.
Right? It shows that America is nothing but a fucking melting pot.
Yep.
Verse 16, the 10 horns which you saw on the beast, these shall hate the whore.
Yep.
And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Yeah. So this is all going to be happening in this one war. Okay, these small hats gonna be getting their work, and America gonna get their work.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Right.
The only thing is, our land is gonna be inhabited.
That's right.
Okay, it's gonna be built up.
That's right.
Because it got to be renovated, man. The Lord got to clear that place out.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Yeah.
And just to show you how the Most High controls this,
Yep.
verse 17, for the Most High has put in their minds to fulfill his will,
Yep.
and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast,
Yep.
until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. So eventually, the EU is going to turn on America.
Yep. And they gave their kingdoms to the beast, you know, through the Bretton Woods Agreement,
That's
making
right.
the dollar, okay, the world reserve currency,
Beautiful, beautiful.
and the alliance of NATO,
That's right.
to where they all put in, you know, to this one military. And that whole NATO was created to deter Russia when there was a USSR, man, because see, when you go into it, Stalin, Churchill from Britain, and Roosevelt, Theodore Roosevelt from America, they pretty much, you know, had an alliance called the Big Three. Okay, but what happened? They pretty much just, you know, they feared Russia's imperial, you know, potential, and they started to plot to break it down.
That's right.
You know, so
That's right, bro.
when you, like I say, when you go into the history, man, like Russia was always kind of like a stepchild.
That's it.
You know.
That's it.
To this beast system.
That's right.
You
and
know?
NATO, another reason why NATO was created, to stop Russia.
Yep.
But see, they don't talk about that though.
Yep.
Hey, so I'm gonna jump to Obadiah for you. Back into the NLT. All your allies will turn against you. They will help to chase you from your land.
Yep.
They will promise you peace while plotting to deceive and destroy you.
Yeah, and you know these nations are in talks, man.
That's right, bro.
Okay. You know there's secret councils and you know plots.
I'm back up.
Yep. And this is what we see. And Russia is gonna jump this thing off, man.
That's right.
You know, Russia is gonna be, you know, pretty much their rallying cry for all these nations, man, to hey, go with they move. You know?
Korea going against Debo.
Yep.
Your trusted friends will set traps for you and you won't even know about it.
Yeah, man, you're set up to fail. Okay? The Lord has a counsel, and this is all based on prophecy, man.
That's right, bro.
You know? That's why when you go on prophecy, it don't matter what it look like on TV and the propaganda. We know what the prophecy say, man. You know? That's why I say they say peace, peace. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
You got it, bro.
That's right. So back into Ezekiel 38 and 14. Therefore, son of man, prophesy and say unto God, thus saith the Lord of power, in that day when my people Israel dwell safely, shall you not know it?
Yep, go ahead. And see, I say it's Israelites in their land.
That's right.
Okay, at this time. Okay?
And since you said that, let's just prove that.
Yep.
I'm going to get you Deuteronomy chapter 28
Yep.
and 25. Deuteronomy 20 and 25. The Lord Yahweh shall cause you to be smitten before your enemies. You shall go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them, and shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
So our people are everywhere. Even some of those small hats are Israelites.
That's right, bro.
Okay, and guess what? You know, out of all them Israelites that's over there, You know, they just say it's 1 million. Okay, you know it's got to be some elect.
That's
It's
right.
2/3.
That's right.
Well, which that's speaking of America,
Right.
but
Right.
the Israelite, I mean the global deliverance.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, even if it's just what Abraham said, if it's just 10,
That's right.
you know what I'm saying?
It's 4,
But yeah,
2.
yeah. So, hey, they gonna need a deliverance from that.
That's it, bro.
Okay, and then on the flip side, Russia, they're not for the throne of David being established.
That's right.
Russia's still a part of the overall plot against us, man.
That's it.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
it.
he's been summoned to destroy the land through war,
That's right.
but he's against the actual people being in power.
That's it. Because he wants it.
Yeah,
Although he's against his Edomite counterparts, which are Americans.
yeah,
He wants to be the big guy now.
yeah.
You know, he's tired of fighting over the throne
Yeah.
with America. He wants the throne, man.
Yeah.
You know, back into Ezekiel chapter 38 and 15. And you shall come from your place out of the north parts, you and many people with you.
So he said he's gonna come from his place out of the north part.
Mm-hmm.
So you mean to tell me in our kingdom this nigga gonna come away from Russia to Israel and we not gonna know nothing
Right.
till he get there?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Until he get there,
Right.
you know. I'm trying to look. Let me see.
I'm gonna get
How
Zechariah.
far is Russia from Israel? All right. It says the distance between Moscow and Russia and Jerusalem is approximately 2 days, 2 hours, and 17 minutes by land. Okay.
How far is that, bro?
Let me see. Let me see. Give us the mileage.
What was the time you just read it?
It was 2 days and 2 hours.
2 days and 2 hours.
Yep.
And then with their so-called technology gonna be destroyed, that 2 days we just have to factor in what kind of technology. Because at the end of the day, you don't got planes no more.
Nah.
They don't have boats no
You
more.
don't have roads.
You don't have roads no more.
You don't have tanks.
You don't have tanks no more.
So what the fuck they gonna be on? You know?
Because if they're walking, they'll never make it.
Nah. Shit, nah. Then it's 3,718 miles from Moscow to Jerusalem, man.
And the only thing you can do is walk.
Yeah.
And at most, if you find some horses.
And then what you gonna show up with? You gonna throw hands? Yeah.
Hands and some sticks,
man,
and rocks.
Yeah, it's tripping.
Hey, I got you, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
bro.
this is Zechariah 12 and 8. And that day shall Yahweh defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David.
Yep.
And the house of David shall be as the Most High.
Yeah, the Elohim like an angel, man. The Israelite man is going to be in the extraterrestrial body. Power. The scriptures talk about how the angels excel in strength.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going to rule over the angels, won't we have to be stronger than them?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Because
Right.
by nature, you can't rule over nothing that you're not stronger than.
You're right.
They're not going to respect
That's
you.
right.
The
right.
angels, they excel in strength, but they say they tremble at the Most High.
That's it. That's
You
it.
know?
That's it.
Because they understand,
Right.
all right?
He'll fuck us up.
Yeah. He said he charged the angel with
With
folly.
folly.
I bet they would look like, huh?
And then they're perfect.
Yeah.
So that's the level we talk about the Most High,
Come
bro.
on, man.
And the angel of Yahweh before them. And I think about how how Yahweh shall went before us.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Verse 9. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem.
It's gonna be a closeout.
That's it, bro.
That's it. It's the closeout, man. You know? Think they will come against, they gonna take a spoil. Come on, man. Tripping.
Yeah.
Wanna be deep, wanna be different,
That's it.
wanna stand out, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You standing out, all right?
Yeah.
Back
The
in,
donkey of the day from
that's right.
Tripping.
Hey, Ezekiel 13:15. And you shall come from your place out of the north parts, and many people with you.
They doing it now.
That's right, bro.
It's happening now.
That's right.
real time. Go ahead.
All of them riding on horses,
Yep.
a great company, and a mighty army.
Yep. That's happening now.
That's
They're
right.
military hardware.
Mm-hmm.
They in Ukraine, which is like the the door, all right, to Europe, because right behind Ukraine is Poland. Right behind Poland is France. Okay, they in that bitch. And Ukraine, one of the other things with Ukraine is it's flat land. It's the perfect place to invade because they can get all them tanks through there.
Mm.
Okay, you got it, bro.
I got you.
You good?
Alright.
So it's playing out now, man. They coming forth. This is the only time they're gonna have that capacity or the ability to move militaries across countries and continents, man.
Got you.
You know.
Revelation 16 and 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial on the great river Euphrates.
Yep.
Now remember, we're between the sixth and the seventh angel right now.
Yep.
Just to put it back to you, bro.
Come on, bro.
And the sixth angel poured out his vial on the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared.
And this is what you see now, because you go into the Shanghai. Get them picture, bro. So.
All right.
You got what you call the Shanghai Coalition. Okay? And we're just gonna go into some of these nations. You can read about this stuff.
All right, this is the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. It states the aim of the organization is to strengthen good, neighborly, friendly relations and mutual trust among member states to exert common efforts for the protection of regional peace, security, and stability, to fight against terrorism, radicalism, separatism, organized crime, and illegal migration.
So this is an alliance that's economical, but then say to fight against.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Right.
And ultimately it's going to be the fight against the West.
Yeah. To reinforce cooperation in political, economic, scientific, technologic, and energy, as well as environmental issues.
Yeah, so this Shanghai cooperation, is an alliance of particular nations. All right, and we want to get those nations.
All right, and some of these, of course, these member states are People's Republic of China.
Yep.
The Russian Federation.
Yep.
What's that?
Kyrgyzstan.
Kyrgyzstan.
Yep.
Tajikistan. Kazakhstan. Uzbekistan, India, Pakistan, and Iran.
Persia, and God.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And all these nations he just named are on the east side of the Euphrates, man. These are those kings of the east.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
Your observer states are Afghanistan,
Yep.
Mongolia, and Belarus.
And all those nations are on the east, of the Euphrates.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dialogue partners, people thinking about it, huh?
Yep. Well, they in the talks.
Right.
Yeah, they get to sit in on meetings.
Mm.
Yep.
So they still kind of were going back and forth if they're gonna do it or not.
Yep. It's really they want to get in, but they just scaling it out.
Okay.
At a certain level before they just add members in.
Okay.
All
right. So these dialogue partners is Turkey, right?
Yep. Which is Goldmark.
Right. Goldmark.
See Ezekiel seeing this.
Exactly. Exactly.
Come on, man. Go ahead.
Sri Lanka.
Yep.
Cambodia.
Yep.
Nepal. Azerbaijan.
Yep. Azerbaijan.
Yep. Slovakia. Armenia. Saudi Arabia. Egypt and Qatar.
Now it said Armenia. Let's show you that Jeremiah real quick.
And I want to say you can associate Armenia with the land of
get that in Jeremiah.
Okay. The land of Togarmah.
Togomar.
Togarmah. Yeah, you can associate Armenia with that land. Togarmah. So it's all, hey, prophecies are being fulfilled, man. You know what you want in Jeremiah, bro?
Let's see.
Jeremiah 51. All right, so let me go there. Is there a certain word you're looking for?
Oh, here you go. Yep, 27. Yep.
All right. Jeremiah 51 and 27. This is Jeremiah 51 and 27. Set you up a standard in the land. Blow the trumpet among the nations. Prepare the nations against her. Call together against her kingdoms of Ararat, Ariat,
Yep.
Mini, and Ashkenaz.
Yep.
Appoint a captain against her. Cause the horses to come up as the rough caterpillars.
So the captains is going to be the Medes, which are the Russians.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you get that word Ararat in the Hebrew, it's Ararat, all right, Ararat, and it goes into a mountain region of eastern Armenia.
Oh man!
Between the rivers Araxes and the lake of Van Armonia, the site where Noah's Ark came to rest.
Ezekiel 38 and 6. Gomar and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his armies, and many people with you.
Damn.
That's the same thing.
And that word many goes into vision. I wonder if that where you get that many to call. But it goes into Armenia as well. All right. Well, it means division, and yeah, read verse 28.
Verse 28. Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes,
Yep.
the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion.
So Jeremiah is saying the same thing
Right.
Ezekiel is saying, man. And this is happening in real time. Just like when we go into the chip and we go into what's happening in real time,
Right.
when you go into the war and these prophecies, these things are happening now.
That's right.
These nations are all in the Shanghai Cooperation.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these nations are even in the BRICS together.
Right.
They in all these different alliances together, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's right.
You got it, bro.
In Revelation 13 and 1, and I stood on the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and on his horns 10 crowns, and on his heads the name of blasphemy.
Yep. So it's the same beast, okay, that you see in Revelation 17.
That's right.
Okay, it just represents Esau's power structures throughout his rulership.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Going from the Greeks.
That's right.
You know, the Romans, Germania, Major, Minor. Okay,
Spain,
France,
Britain.
You know, Britain. Okay, and then those vassals. Okay, that would be under those power structures.
Right.
Man. Okay, and mainly today is what, man? NATO, EU, and America, man. With America being that whore that's on the beast.
That's right.
Okay.
That's the breakdown.
Yep.
And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, right? The beginning.
The beginning.
Right.
Under Alexander.
There you go. And this is the point. And his feet were as the feet of a bear.
Which is the end of it, man. Russia.
So what is Hassan talking about?
No, that's it.
Right?
Russia is being raised up to spearhead the end of this beast system.
That's
See,
it.
Russia is going to play a part in ushering in Yahushua. Okay, and that's why he said, "I am against thee."
That's right.
Okay,
that's right.
And Yahushua, he gonna see, like, Yahushua, he like this shit too. Y'all hyping Russia up. You know what I'm saying? He like this shit.
That's right.
Hype that nigga up, man.
That's
Keep
right.
hyping this nigga up, man.
That's it.
Put some dates on the nigga rulership.
That's it.
You might well since you
that's right.
You
that's
know?
Right. That's right.
All you gonna do is get that boy botched up some more.
That's right.
Is this your king? You know?
And his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
Yep, goes into the banking in London.
Great Britain.
Yep, Great Britain, yep.
And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. And what's the dragon? The pagan Rome Empire. You know?
been revived.
That's it.
And see, that's another thing. Russia Russia had to be propped up by this beast system.
That's it.
Because before they put all them sanctions on Russia, Russia was doing most of their trade with like 50-60% of the American dollar. Okay? So Russia ain't just self made. Alright? Russia had to be propped up, man.
They didn't get it out the mud?
No, man, Russia had to be propped up. Okay? But they just have their part in prophecy. It wasn't all right in their lot to be a part of this beast system. That was meant to be separate so it can be a clash. Man.
Yeah, and that's confusing for some, man. But like the priest is saying, Russia is not part of it.
No.
But however, Russia is the end of this Edomite power structure. Because how you know? Because in the book of Revelation, Russia is declared as the feet, and that's the end.
Yep.
You know, back into, I think, bro, we had verse 16, and you shall come up against my people of Israel as a cloud to cover the land, back in Ezekiel 13:16. And you shall come up against my people of Israel as a cloud to cover the land. It shall be in the latter days, and I will bring you against my land.
He will bring you against my land. See, Russia's being brought to their land. Okay?
That's right.
Because, matter of fact, we'll finish that and then we'll get that in Joel 3.
That the heathen may know me when I shall be sanctified in you, O God, before their eyes.
Yep, so the Lord is going to showcase his power when he destroys America, and he's going to show out when he destroy Russia.
Right.
Okay? The 1 and 2.
That's it.
Yahweh Shai is coming back to be undisputed, man. Okay? So all this good that Russia, because you see, Russia needs some hype. Hype them up.
Right.
You know?
Right. And if I can just add, even if you go back until like the ancient times, but like the priest is saying, we're in the current time frame, but even if you do it with a twist, and you shall come up against my people of Israel, when did that happen? After the Babylonian Empire, when the Medes came into power. But this time frame, we're talking about current events and not ancient events. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what you want, bro?
Get that Joel 3.
All right.
You know? I will start at 9.
Okay, got you.
Because the Lord said, I will bring thee against my land.
Come on, bro. And this is Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim you this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up.
Yeah, so this is the heathen being summoned to this war.
That's right.
So the Lord is causing all these geopolitics to happen, okay, for this purpose, man.
And the reason why, Joel 3 and 1, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again, meaning the release or the deliverance, the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, and will plead, meaning judge, with them, therefore my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
So if there's one Israelite of the elect in their land, they fall under that.
That's right.
Okay? And see, this is what Jay get confused when he says my people. But you gotta understand prophecy, man.
That's it, bro.
You gotta include the whole narrative, man.
Right.
When the brother brought it out that we are in every kingdom, okay, each nation is like a kingdom.
That's it.
Okay, even in America, each state operates like a kingdom.
Yeah, it does.
That's why you have different laws
That's
in
right.
Mississippi than
Arkansas.
they all under the banner of the United States.
Right.
But it's like 50 United Kingdoms, man.
Right.
Okay.
But from a statewide, like you said, we're separated.
Yeah.
What joint is that federal bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, and Zechariah 3 and 8. Therefore, wait you, and he's talking about the same thing.
Yeah. Therefore,
wait you on me, said Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. World War III. For my determination is to gather the nations. And when you analyze determination in the Hebrew, it's Shaphat. Going into what that decision, that
Judgment.
judgment, right over there in the Middle East, is to gather the nations that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour on them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
So Israel, Russia's being summoned.
Right.
They're being pulled
Right.
by those hooks for this, man.
That's it.
Okay.
They're gonna be judged too.
Yeah.
They're Edomites.
Yes.
All right, so back in verse 9. Proclaim you, Joel 3:9. Proclaim you this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
And this happening now.
Mm-hmm.
These nations are heavily invested into military hardware.
That's right.
Okay, the nation that was once weak,
Mm-hmm.
okay, now they have hypersonic.
That's
North
right.
Korea.
Yeah.
North Korea was a joke. Okay, even Iran was a joke at one time. Hezbollah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yemen.
That's right.
Yemen got drawn through that motherfucker. That motherfucker came from a long way too, man. That Iron Dome trash. That motherfucker came like 1,500 miles. Cause that's where Queen Sheba came from.
Oh, really?
Yep. They shot that motherfucker from where Queen Sheba came from, and they got through the Iron Dome. So y'all, the Iron Dome is gonna be. That's why the Most High really dropped the bar. Said that motherfucker unwalled. Go to the land of unwalled villages, man. That shit ain't gonna work. Damn.
Shit. 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all you heathen, and gather yourselves together round about.
Yep.
There cause the mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. And the mighty ones are the angels.
Yep.
Verse 12. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat.
Yep.
For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
So the Lord is bringing all these nations, their militaries, to this one land.
Even Russia.
China, Iran.
Mm-hmm.
Iran gonna get their work.
Mm-hmm.
Saudi Arabia, Arabs, Turkey, all of them finna get their work, man.
That's right.
So everyone has an interest in what's playing out in our land right now. Okay? And it's all working for our favor, man.
I got one more, bro.
You got it, bro.
Obadiah 1:15. For the day of Yahweh is near on all the heathen.
Yep.
WW3. As you have done, it shall be done unto you. Your reward shall return on your own head.
Yep. And this is like I say, this is the closeout. All the heathens have had their time to rule.
Mm-hmm.
All the heathens have had us in captivity. Now this is the brawl for it all, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be one way. And it's gonna be quick. Okay.
Right. All right. Back into
Ezekiel.
Yeah.
17.
17. All right.
Yep.
Back in Ezekiel 38 and 17. Thus saith the Lord, power, are you he of whom I have spoken in old time by my servants the prophets of Israel, which prophesied in those days many years that I will bring you against them.
So this is Ezekiel, okay, which is like Ezekiel, he prophesied during the time of the Babylonians.
Mm-hmm.
So Ezekiel seen these visions, okay, during the time of the Babylonians, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're seeing it happen in real time.
Mm-hmm.
Russia is doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everything is appointed.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
bro.
Verse 18. And it shall come to pass at the same time when God shall come against the land of Israel, saith the Lord power, that my fury shall come up in my face.
Yep, go ahead.
For in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel.
Because the nukes gonna go off.
Mm-hmm.
And see, it's gonna be a nuclear exchange. America gonna be completely destroyed, and they're gonna level Israel.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna be an exchange. Cause see, they got these nuclear systems set up to where when one nation get to shoot nukes, all of them get to shoot nukes. Because you can't have it like on a movie where you gotta push a button or hit a code. You might not have that time.
Right.
So they got them systems set up to when they detect nukes being shot off,
They
they gotta get off. You can't, because if they hit and you ain't got off, you ain't getting off.
That's right, bro. That's right.
And Israel got something called the Samson Doctrine. Them small hats.
What's the Samson doctrine?
Shit, we gonna lose shit.
Oh, we gonna just take it out. That's what Samson said.
Yeah. We gonna kill all of them. You know what I'm saying? And so this bitch gonna shake. It's gonna be a nuclear exchange, man.
And that's what people don't understand. Like, look, Russia is not going to go out unscathed.
Nah,
Man.
hell
They're gonna get hit too.
Yeah,
America is gonna be destroyed. Israel is gonna be annihilated. But the difference is, like the priest had mentioned before, we will go back to Israel because that will be the capital of the world, man. But Russia is gonna get bladed out too, man. You know, North Korea gonna get hit. Anybody got nukes, they gonna get hit because they are a potential hazard.
Yeah, China gonna be
China gonna get hit.
Yeah, that's it.
You know,
America going out like Scarface, man.
Back blown.
Yeah,
Man.
America going out. Hey, he gonna go out blasting, guys. This the Samson option. All right, it says the Samson option is Israel deterrent strategy of massive retaliation with nuclear weapons as a last resort against a country whose military has invaded or destroyed much of Israel.
Shit.
This bitch gonna shake.
Yeah.
Israel gonna get off too.
I got
Them
you.
small
Bro.
hats. You got it, bro.
Hey, this is Isaiah 24:11. Fear and the pit and the snare are on you, O inhabitant of the earth. And it shall come to pass that he who flee from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit, and he that come up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare. For the windows from on high are open, and the foundations of the earth do shake.
Because them nukes gonna be going out the atmosphere and coming back in.
And these are the windows from on high.
Yep.
Right? Verse 19. The earth is utterly broken down, including your God King, Hassan, Russia. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heaven on it. And what's the transgression? These missiles. These missiles. And it shall fall and not rise again.
They're talking about this system.
That's right, bro.
You know, these nukes are going to destroy this infrastructure, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to destroy any possibility of a rulership, man. Okay.
Revelation 20:8.
Yeah.
Because John prophesied about Israel getting nuked too. Revelation 20:8. And shall go out to the sea. Verse 7. Revelation 27. And when 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison.
Yeah, this is Esau coming back during the Renaissance.
That's right.
You see, and this is John seeing way before.
That's right.
See, we talking about the end game.
That's right.
John is speaking of the birth.
That's right.
The rebirth, Renaissance.
Hey, I remember Silk Sashaki had said a lyric. He said, "Man, we trying to get out this shit.
Yeah.
Trying to get back in this shit." Hey, verse 8. and shall go out to the sea the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth.
Yep, and that's what they've done.
That's right.
Christianity, democracy.
That's right.
Okay, Westernization.
That's right.
You know, go ahead.
Gog and Magog.
Yep.
Together to gather them together to battle.
Yep.
The number of whom is as the sand of the sea.
So pretty much John the Revelator seen the grand opening, grand closing. He said,
man.
And then he said numbers the sand of the sea. Right now, Russia is getting from anywhere from 30 to 50,000 troops a month.
So wait a minute. So John the Revelator saw the armies that Ezekiel described in the beginning of Ezekiel 38, 1 through 8.
Yeah.
Verse 9. And they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the count of the saints
Yep.
and the beloved city.
Yep. So that's the land.
That's right.
You know.
And fire came down from the Most High out of heaven and devoured them.
So this is what we're seeing now. We're finna see these nations go to war.
That's right.
Okay. And what do you say? That last resort.
That's right. Samson,
the Samson option, man.
The Samson option.
Who gonna get whooped with a gun on? You know what I'm saying? I'm getting whooped. Nah. You can't. You know? Nah.
I can't go sleep.
Nah, man.
I can't go sleep.
Yeah.
They
finna let off, man.
Verse 10.
Yeah.
And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone.
It's America completely destroyed.
Right.
So John is seeing the same event. Okay? Ezekiel, he's honed in on what's happening with Gog, Iran. He's emphasizing on this region.
That's right.
Okay, but John, he's seeing America on fire
right.
from the result of what's happening in this region of the earth.
That's it. And he's prophesying how fire came from the Most High. That's nuclear destruction, right? And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast, and the priest, I inform you all that the beast is NATO and the EU. America is the beast that roused the whore, right? And the false prophet going into the Roman Catholic Church are and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. So what does this mean? Like the priest just said, this system is going to be destroyed once those fucking nukes are shot off from all ends of the earth.
Yep. I think Pastor Hart said they was talking about we're gonna carry the Pope and drop him off in the lake of fire, man.
Y'all follow this nigga.
Yeah, they follow.
This nigga give me like 25,000 views.
Shit.
God damn. That's a lot of blood on your hand, champ.
You get it, bro.
We back in what? Ezekiel 28 and what's not there, bro? I think
38.
18?
Yeah.
You know what? We're 19 because we talked about that shaking.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna read 19 again. For my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel. Right? Verse 20. So that the fishes of the sea and the fowls of the heaven and the beasts of the field and all creeping things that creep on the earth and all the men that are on the face of the earth shall shake at my presence, and the mountains shall be thrown down. These governments, man, right? And the steep places shall fall, and every wall shall fall to the ground.
It's the protection.
That's it.
Okay.
That's
these
it.
heathens, man. Which is that military?
It's that military might. That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 21. And I will call for a sword against him throughout all my mountains, said the Lord power. Every man's sword shall be against his brother.
All Edomites.
That's it.
Because you got Russia, Edomites, small hats, Edomites, America, Edomites, EU, Edomites.
Right.
You see?
Yeah. The concept is WW3. That's it. Verse 21. And I will plead against him with pestilence and with blood. And this pestilence going into what? The missiles, the nukes.
Yep.
And I will rain on him the nukes and on his bands, his armies, and on the many people that are with him, and overflowing rain, which are the nukes, and great hailstones, fire, and brimstone.
Yep.
The nukes. Verse 23. Thus will I magnify myself and sanctify myself, and I will be known in the eyes of many nations, and they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh.
The Lord will make a statement, man. Okay? He's going to make a statement with this third world war, and it's going to end all heathen rulership. Okay? Once and for all, man. You know?
I got you, bro. One more. Right, Romans 9:17. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised you up, that I might show my power in you, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Beginning with America, Russia, EU, and whoever else supposed to be tough. You know, the Lord gonna make a statement, man. Like Jake really don't know what's going on.
Nah, they
And
don't,
there's
bro.
no way, if you're following her side, you cannot say you have faith because you don't know what you believe.
You don't. You
If you
don't.
follow IUIC, ISUPK, you cannot say you have faith because you have no clue what you believe in, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And if you think about it, even we go into the book of Genesis, the third chapter, when it talks about how that head will be bruised, that's that headshot.
Yep.
And that headshot is actually going into WW3. And when Yahweh Shah returns, understand something. Russia became a what you call it, a powerhouse,
Yep.
or a wonder, a world wonder because of that blessing of Esau.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So as Esau went up, hell, the Russians went up.
Yep.
Now as Esau is going down, hell, so-called Americans and so-called Russians who are Edomites, they going down. Why? Because that blessing is dissolved, man.
Yep. And real quick, we can end it with
What you want, bro?
we can end it with 2 Samuel 7,
I got
verses
you.
9 and 10. We can end it there, man. And I say this is just, a just going into it, all right, and pretty much, showing that this is happening now.
Yeah.
You see, like this is happening. Like most of Ezekiel 38 has happened except this Third World War.
That's it, bro.
It's really because they are not that Russia's already arming these nations. They got their alliances. Russia is coming forth. There's hooks in their jaws. Okay, their small hats have came back. The small hats that came to the land have dwelt in peace. Okay, so really the only thing left is the war.
That's it.
So Ezekiel 38 is now.
That's right.
Okay.
I got one more. Bro.
You got it, bro.
Isaiah 34 and 16.
Yep.
Seek you out the book of Yahweh and read. No one of these shall fail.
Yep.
None shall want her mate. From my mouth it has commanded, and his spirit it has gathered them.
Yeah, so what we're seeing is the Lord, the Bible being undefeated. All these prophecies are undefeated. There's not one prophecy, all right, that's going to be, that's not going to be fulfilled.
Right.
And we're living in a fulfillment, okay, of major prophecy, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
Verse 17. And he has casted the lot for them.
Yep.
And his hand has divided it unto them.
Yep.
By line.
Yep.
They shall possess it forever, from generation to generation shall they dwell therein.
Yeah, so every brother has a portion, just like we see when we read the Bible. Jeremiah had his portion. Isaiah had his portion. Joel had his portion. But it all right, is the same. They all speak on the same things. Okay, they all speak on the same events. Okay, and you have the same thing today. Each brother got their portion, so they speak on things from different perspectives, and some brothers specialize in particular things, but it's all dealing with the same prophecy.
That's it, bro.
Yeah. Bro.
Hey, and I'm gonna just read this. Elder Wamba sent me this as I was walking to your crib. It states Isaiah 14, 29 through 32. Good precept going to the land of Israel being destroyed.
Yep.
Rejoice not you, whole Palestinian.
Yep.
Because the rod of him that smote you is broken.
Yep.
For out of the serpent's root shall come forth a cockatrice, which is what? Nuclear missiles. And his fruit shall be a fiery flying serpent, and the firstborn of the poor shall feed, and the needy shall die in safety, and I will kill your root with famine, and he shall slay your remnant. Howl, O gate, cry, O city, you, whole Palestinian, art dissolved, for there shall come from the north a smoke, and none shall be alone in his appointed times.
You said the north, man.
That's right.
Going back to big Russia, man.
Meat.
Palestinian,
right.
Is another name for our land.
God.
Okay.
What shall one then answer the messengers of the nation that Yahweh has found at Zion, and the poor of his people shall trust in it?
Yeah, so the Lord is going to deliver the true Israel and destroy the fake one. Okay? This is what this coming down to, man. All right? This is Ezekiel 38. You think they just get to play us
right,
and go unscathed? Nah,
right.
man.
And I don't get it, bro, because when Yahushua comes back to the elect, beginning with the 144,000, we're going to be in the image of Yahushua. So how the fuck the Pope is going to summon us to take him anywhere?
Yeah.
It don't even make
Yeah.
sense, bro. 2 Samuel 9 and 9, right? Then,
2 Samuel 7 and 9.
Oh, 7 and 9, Salah, my
Yeah.
bad. I think I got you wrong. 2 Samuel 7 and verse 9. And I was with you whithersoever you went,
Yep.
and have cut off all your enemies out of your sight, and have made you a great name, like unto the name of the great men that are in the earth.
So this is Nathan speaking to King David. All right, and in verse 10, this is going to be the point.
Moreover, I will appoint a place for my people Israel, and will plant them, that they may dwell in a place of their own, and move no more. Neither shall the children of wickedness, including Russia, afflict them any more as before time.
Can't get around that, man. When we're put in their land, all right, we will not have to deal with any aggression from these heathens, man.
Right.
Especially the wicked Esau Edom. He's going to be in the worst of the captivities amongst these heathens, man. You know. So yeah, anything.
Nah, that's it, brother.
Hey, so we just want to go into that, man. Do a little marathon, man. Just go into these things, man, because there's no way that you can't associate this prophecy, okay, with what's going on. You cannot associate what's going on real time with this prophecy, man.
That's right.
This is really happening, man.
That's right.
Okay, so Lord will, you brothers, all right, and you sisters edified. To the next time we say Shalom.
Hey, Shalom.
Kwame Shalom.
Hey, Kwame Shalom.
Baba. Soon.